Hey guys, what's up? It's Jamie here from InstaChef123 and today I'm going to show you how to make sweet and sour sauce just like you get it from the Chinese takeaway. No need to order it from a takeaway anymore, make it yourself at home. For this recipe you're going to need the following: a pinch of cinnamon, 10 cloves, 5 cloves of garlic crushed, 4 star anise and 100 grams of ginger just sliced like that. You're also going to need 1 orange sliced, 50 grams of tomato puree, the juice from 1 orange and the juice from a tin of pineapple, 425 gram, 300 milliliters of white vinegar, so use the distilled vinegar, 300 grams of sugar and 600 grams of water. Now let me show you how we're going to put this all together. Okay, so let's get on with the cooking of the aromatics first. So into a pan, I'm going to go in with about 2 teaspoons of oil, and into there all I'm going to do is add my ginger, my garlic, my star anise, and I'm going to leave the cinnamon till a little bit later. I'm just going to start cooking this down, just frying it now on a lowish heat just to start to get those aromatics out. Okay, so the aromatics have been frying just for a couple of minutes. Just be careful not to burn the garlic, you just want this to brown, and you can smell the star anise and the cloves and the ginger. Don't let that burn. Okay, now what we're going to do is go in with our water, like so. Go in with our pinch of cinnamon, in with the orange and pineapple juice, in with the vinegar and the sugar and the oranges, and of course the tomato puree. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to simmer it for about 40 minutes. Our sauce is now coming to the boil, so all I'm going to do is give it a stir, and I'm going to transfer this over to a low heat where it can simmer. So we're going to let that simmer now for about 30-40 minutes until it's reduced by about a third. Sweet and sour sauce is simmering away nicely, so what I thought I'd do with this time is show you how I would make sweet and sour Cantonese chicken. Is that right? I think so. Here we go. Okay, the ingredients for the Cantonese sweet and sour chicken. You're going to need 3 chicken breasts, or about 450 grams, 1 carrot sliced. Unless your name is Sally Exley, then you won't be having any carrots in your Cantonese sweet and sour. You're going to need a red pepper diced, just like so. There we go. And also half a large onion. If you haven't got a large onion, 2 small onions, and just slice it up just into pieces like that. Alright, so I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to cut this into pieces like so. Just going to run my knife down and cut them. If you can see, I'm just cutting them into the kind of strips, but just like so. And then I'm just going to pop those in the bowl. I'm going to continue to slice all this chicken, making sure you get rid of any bits of fat and any bits of bone that might be in there. So the chicken is all chopped. What I'm going to add to this now is just going to add like a tip, if you can see there, the tip of ground white pepper. I'm going to go in with some soy sauce. 1, 2, 3 teaspoons of soy sauce. I am using the gluten-free soy sauce. So great for you celiacs, this dish. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix that in with my fingers, like so. I'm then going to go in with a couple of drops of sesame oil, like that. Mix that in. And just give it a really good mix like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat it with corn flour. So just with the box, it's easier if you've got somebody to help you. Shake it in. You've probably got about a tablespoon there. Just shake that in like that. And it wants to be a little bit sticky. Now, if it gets too sticky, we're just going to add a drop of water into there. We're just going to keep stirring that around until it's like a batter. Really thin batter. As you can see, it's just coating the chicken. Can you see that? I must apologise, my lovely wife, my camera lady, is busy decorating today. So I'm having to do this on my own. There we go. So as you can see, I've just coated that chicken. Now I'm just going to set that aside and leave it for about 10 minutes just to marinate. The way I'm going to make the chicken for the sweet and sour, Cantonese sweet and sour chicken, is I'm actually going to deep fry the chicken, but only for a couple of minutes, just to kind of like seal the chicken in, and then I'm going to put it to the side, and then I'm going to show you the next steps, because you're actually going to cook this chicken a little bit more when you're frying your peppers and your onions and your carrots. It's going to go into the wok as well. It's going to fry some more, and of course then we're going to add our sauce onto it and cook it a little bit further. So you want to cook this for about 2 or 3 minutes. So I've got a pan on here with some oil, about a third of a pan of oil. Use vegetable oil for this one, vegetable or sunflower. Vegetable actually is better. Use vegetable oil, bring that to a good heat, and then I'll show you what we're going to do and how we're going to cook the chicken, the first stage of cooking the chicken. Okay, I'm just going to test the oil, so I'm going to use a fork to just bring out a piece of chicken. I'll put that in. As you can see, that's starting to do, that's cut enough, so we can put our chicken in. We're going to fry this in batches, so don't overcrowd the pan, because we're going to do this in batches. Just like that. Just give the chicken a couple of seconds, start to stir it around. Now you'll need a slotted spoon for this, any slotted spoon you've got. Stir it around like that. When it starts to get a little bit of colour on, that's when we're going to take the chicken out. Take the chicken out and put it to one side. Now remember, we're only sealing this chicken, we're not cooking it all the way through. And then repeat with the rest of the chicken until it's all done. Okay, so our chicken is all cooked now, so I'm just going to put that to one side. We're still waiting on the sweet and sour sauce to finish. That's reducing down nicely. I just gave it a quick taste. Still a bit vinegary, so you will smell the vinegar while this is cooking. Don't worry about it. When that vinegar smell has gone, that's when it's going to be ready. Not totally gone obviously, but the really intense vinegary smell. So our chicken's there, that's set aside. We can set that aside. You can even prep this before as well, and you can use this in a multitude of dishes as well. So we're going to let that finish off, and then I'm going to show you how we drain the sauce off to finish it off. What you're also going to need for this dish is some potato starch. So I've got a heaped teaspoon of potato starch in with some water, and I've just mixed that into a juice. It looks like milk. If you haven't got potato starch, don't worry, you can use tapioca starch or you can use corn flour. Right, so our sweet and sour sauce has been going for about half an hour. Now all I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain the aromatics off. So what you want, another saucepan, get yourself a sieve, and we're just going to drain the aromatics off like so. Just like that. We're just going to drain it all off. Give it a bit of a shake. Just like that. Now you're not going to use all of this sauce at once, but you can store this. Put it into an old jam jar or container, and you can store this for about 2 months. So it's good. Yeah, I'm just squeezing all that juice out like so. And then I'm just going to return this to the heat for about another 10-15 minutes, just to reduce down a little bit more so you get that syrupy consistency. Now, as you can see, it's not the bright red that you get from the takeaway. That's because they use a colouring, a red colouring, to make it bright red. But you know what, I think this is a real natural colour. You've got the natural colour from the orange juice there and the orange peel. Bring that up to a boil and let that simmer down for about 10 minutes. Let's make this sweet and sour. So I've got my wok on. If you haven't got a wok, use a non-stick pan. And into the wok here, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Get that hot. Swirl that around. Never going to get it as hot as in the restaurants. I mean, they're using like 11 kilowatt burners. Most you're probably going to get out of a standard kitchen oven is about 2 to 3 kilowatts. So anyway, the oil's in. I'm just going to go in with a little pinch of salt, like so. In with the onion, peppers, and carrots. I'm just going to toss that around like that. Get a nice char on those onions, peppers and carrots. Real lovely. That smell is fantastic. Lovely. Right, I'm going to go in with our chicken. Put that around for a bit. And as you can see, our sauce is bubbling down. Now that's reduced down enough. Now this is concentrated, so what we're going to do is literally we're going to use about a ladle of sauce in here. But we're going to add water, and then we're going to add the corn starch, the potato starch, to thicken the sauce up. So when you are making this sauce, don't be scared about how sweet and how sour it is, because you are literally using a ladleful for this dish that's going to feed 3 to 4 people. Right, we're going to go in with our sweet and sour sauce. Like so. Stir that around. Just didn't get quite a full ladle on my spoon there. There we go. And that'll start to bubble up. You can go in with your water. Make it nice and saucy like that. Bring that up to the boil. You can see that lovely colour there, that lovely sweet and sour colour. Now it will look a bit watery. And that's where this potato starch comes in. Give it a stir. We'll go in with this potato starch. And then that will start to thicken up your sauce. As you can see, it's starting to get thick now. Beautiful. If it gets a bit thick, just add a little bit more water in, like so. And what I would suggest with this is finishing it off with some green spring onions. Unfortunately, I didn't buy any today. There we go. Sweet and sour chicken, Cantonese style, just like you get in the takeaway. There we go guys, sweet and sour chicken Cantonese style. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and we'll be back soon with some more delicious recipes that you can make at home simply and easily, and so tasty. Keep safe out there. Testament here, so how is it, Annie? Is it good? Yeah, there we are. Sweet and sour chicken. Even the kids approve.